Let's talk to people them. Let we understand really waiting really we for think about. When they think about FGM, you know what we call the Bondo Society. I want that survey, I want that woman we go tell me say, if somebody don't reach the age of 30 and that picking the age 15, that woman with the age 30, that picking with the age 15, when they put them Bondo the same day, the pain where that picking they feel where they 15 years, that 30-year-old woman, now that same pain they feel. The same health complication, whether 30-year-old woman they go through, now the same health complication the 15-year-old picking they go through. So the fact of saying we want for talk about age of consent, the fact of saying we want for talk about, let people then talk whether they need them, whether they don't need them, all boils down to the total elimination. The reason why we the campaign against FGM, the reason why we the campaign for the total elimination of FGM, because FGM no one for know whether you're a Christian, you know one for know whether you're a Muslim, you know one for know whether you're a Pekin, you know one for know whether you're a big person. If FGM being the respect age, Masire in 2021 not for be done die. But Masire die out of FGM when he don't pass in age 20, even the age 21 where he die. We don't get, Teresa, we been old 14 years in 2023, 9th of January, we die of FGM. So if FGM in the respect age, if FGM mean they say, okay, we don't pass 20, we don't put you bondo, you need to feel the pain, you need to get the health complication, you need to get the trauma, then now there we go debate, now there we go see say, okay, well, let's come to the table and discuss. But this is no way. Today, if I sit in front of the president of Sierra Leone, I will ask him to design or to put out a policy or strategy or legislation where they really ban FGM. Because FGM, they affect granny, they affect picking, they affect woman, the right across. In fact, when you're very young, you go through FGM. Till you old, it affects you. When you old, you go through FGM. No matter what happen, it still affects you. So we they talk about the total elimination. We really understand say this is a tradition, and we leaders and with traditional leaders that them for protect, we people that them for protect them culture and them for maintain them tradition. But waiting with the try for say during them we engagement that we they meet with them, let we dialogue, let we see them, let we talk. Tradition way bad, let we reform them. Culture way bad, let we rebuild them. At the end of the day, let we continue for support woman and girl picking for let them go before, not for endanger their life, not for subject them to something where go destroy them potential and then features them. So now this we they preach. And this message, no matter what happen, this is our Bible. And our key message is the total elimination. We have nothing to say. We don't agree with the age of consent. We don't agree with tradition. We don't agree with any. What we agree with is to totally eradicate FGM.
Yeah, Nemic, we as Global Youth Consortium, we believe in dialogue, we believe in engagement. In whatever thing we do, we believe say when we can with people them together, we be able for chat the way forward. Now that even make today we engage over 30 youth man them and youth man them cut across 3 chiefdom, that's Sankoro 10, Nimikoro 10 and Nimiama 10. So we believe say them people and they will don't count now so today. We don't engage them, we don't talk to them. Themselves go now the various chiefdom there and then go help for sell out the message and themselves go sensitize their own people them within the chiefdom. And we not only limit day, we also then ensure say for more camp Sunday this morning, we do 1 or 2 school tour, we dey go school to school. We dey engage them young picking them because if we want for stop this thing, now this early age, them picking them where they come up, they adolescents picking them where they go school. If we begin for tell them, we put the sense in them, we make them get the feeling say such thing a bad and a harmful, it they go against them human rights and it go even endanger their health. So we also don't embark on that. We don't do school to school sensitization. We are in with the engage even the teachers them we dey engage the school pikin dem, of course the girl pikin dem, and even the boy pikin themselves. We not only limit am to girl pikin dem because na the no more dey affect, but we try for see how best we dey incorporate man dem and also boy pikin dem, make dem come together, make we speak up. Not all the time this again for make we remain silent, because the more we remain silent over this issue, the more the thing they become more worse. So now make we dey come together and we dey engage all the appropriate stakeholders there, including the one them way they suffer the thing, for make we see how best we go come together as one. We chart the way forward. We able for sensitize so that we able for achieve what we dey after at the end of the day.
So, Mr. Kampo, as global youth to consult someone and talk quarantine and so somebody will say also necessary for that they want themselves where they don't do.
We activity is very, very inclusive. Inclusive in the sense we make sure say do all go, do all not go, we all bring them together for all we see we sit down and discuss, because when you get the two set of people, it will get a very different information. You will know do all go what are some of the experience we get, do all not go what are some of parts where it gets. So when you bring them together, when all sit down and dialogue discuss, you'll get a very good feedback from them. So now that make even today the orientation will hold. If they find out say we'll get people who go, they will get people who will not go. So a lot of issues then come up. The one who will go then say witness some of the constraints they would face. The one who will not go then say witness them with problems the way they go to. Now that make this campaign we still they continue. Tomorrow we they reach out some schools them na Nimikoro and Nimiama today na Tankoro. Therefore tell you see we they still continue for engage people who all go bondo, they all not go bondo, both way they engage them. By Wednesday the campaign still continue. It be asked Kelly if whether we did see how best they bring stakeholders there for dialogue and no issues them. Now that make Wednesday that particular activity specifically now purely stakeholders they would engage. Now we call it intergenerational dialogue. Would they bring stakeholders in within the district follow we come and discuss. Stakeholders they are very, very key player when it comes to decision making. If we bring them on board and they're able to take that kind of leadership role for this say they will give that kind of platform. If they find out the first who they fight against female genital mutilation, will they able to succeed at the end of the day. But if we not able to bring them on board, at least men and see like we cry. They cry away the Global Youth Consortium, they cry for young girls. They cry away Global Youth Consortium, they cry for women and girls in this country. If we not bring them on board, it will be very, very difficult for we follow we will succeed. Despite the fact that we the man and boy picking and we don't take the lead, we the partner together for ensure say we raise that awareness and women are able for free from female genital mutilation. Now that make they are very, very key player to the field of female genital mutilation.
Design bylaws they break in place because as civil society and other people accept done it now, it's coming to around for CC, let them for combat the thing, but government obviously said no ever come out with law it when they talk say if this policy don't go under this kind of thing, so if the policy happen for die or so, or not get for balance, if it die, no law no they say na so for do to that person day. So what if you say the government for do in that direction?
Well, basically, na make we approach, na intergenerational approach. This simply means say we need to approach the media alone. We need to approach the stakeholders alone. We approach very inclusive because we even engage with the government and even the president when at the highest sitting office in the country know about waiting civil society organization. Then they talk about FGM. But honestly, right now, even if somebody end up for loss in life as a result of FGM, except them find other charges, probably in the constitution or other rights documents them, where then we charge that person day, maybe probably for conspiracy or like for murder, you understand, or wounding with an intent. If the person die of FGM, you will put on bondo, then go charge you for murder, and if the person not die, then go charge you for wounding with intent, or you will make that person they go that bondo day, then go charge you under conspiracy. But again, let me not forget, we government the past government and the present government, then don't go na some international, regional and local platform them when they develop policies, when they develop bylaws, then a signatory to them bylaws then they. If you think about the sustainable development goals, we talk of goal 5.3 or 7, you see and they clearly say every country will uphold the document of the sustainable development goals for try very hard and eradicate all forms of violence against women and girls. We include FGM, teenage pregnancy, and also illegal child marriage. And these are some of the issues that will really affect girl picking and women there, now with communities them. From there, we also win a signatory to the Maputo Protocol. And the Maputo Protocol, they talk about the total elimination of female genital mutilation right across the world. Recently, in 2021, then we get the Kinshasa Declaration. And this Kinshasa Declaration, they talk about positive masculinity. In fact, when we went to Senegal recently, before 2023, we now the youth them where we go design policies on how to approach the issue. But again, in that document, in that Kinshasa Declaration document, we talk about FGM. And all of them platform there, Sierra Leone, now part of them. We leaders and they go, we ministers and they go, we honorable and they go, we president and they go. Now, Boku international platform there. Then they talk about the protection of women and girls. So the question is, like he asks, whether they are willing or they are not willing. As of now, we are making progress. Because before now, when man put him out panenka and talk there, if you go down, you go Kergo Bozi, or you go Kergo Benmot, or sometimes go meet women, they all don't map any side for bringing violence against you. But this now the time we don't realize say well the message they go because right now I get the right for council done at this studio I talk I go down get a woman they gonna and they even talk to paramount chief them would they even engage them would they even engage the with them without any confrontation without any fight. So this now some of the successes them. But for say there is any policy for now against FGM there hasn't been any policy except in the review of the Child Rights Act where they review in 2022. Now the commission, the Child Rights Commission, where na in there for all the Pekin and Salon. The one of them key mandate where them put na the Child Rights Act. This review one, they're not turned into Act 8 for yet still for na bill where we see recently now that commission day and a government institution in one of in priority mandates now for fight and eliminate all forms of gender negative gender practice against women and girls. And some of them negative gender practices include illegal child marriage, teenage pregnancy, and FGM. And FGM is even mentioned in that document. Now the only document that is able to mention the FGM. So now what would they try for do as civil society organization? Would they try for lobby the government? Would they try for lobby stakeholders? Would they try for lobby development partners like the European Union, like the the UNFPA? Through the engagement, therefore, let we make sure so we strategy, the national strategy on FGM. It ain't a table. We want for review and we want for make sure that the government able for participate in that review process for make sure that we able for get a document, a strategy. We'll all say we go able for done FGM. If you think about the male involvement strategy, it talks about the empowerment of women. How can we come together as men? How can we be involved? This not to the time again with them for engagement, and the engagement time don't pass. Now involvement. We for able for involve ourselves, we for able for partake. They make even this year, they say the theme for this year, now partnering with men and boys for eradicate all form of gender and social norms them where they affect girl picking them. So we demand them get a greater role for play. Now we communities and now we host them. Now we schools them as paramount chief, as town chief, as youth leader, as principal, as the male teacher, as a boy in the school. We have a role to play for protect we sister them. And somebody go on for ask me which kind of role for play. Whenever you hear about FGM, now you surrounding report. Support girl picking. Whether girl picking run go to you because man don't violate it right because they want for put her into FGM. Support that girl picking day. That's one. Another one is let we also learn for create safe space for woman there. You can be a man, but you get a very nice space for woman them. We say girl picking and go can discuss about the empowerment, about education, about things that we go make them go before. But before they left this station, we beg everybody in a corner. We know one for anyone picking we go die of FGM because this thing. It hits the girl picking them for pull girl picking at school, put on a bondo. At the end of the day, una economy. At the end of the day, una family, una go for spend and stuff like that. Let we learn for make sure we support the girl picking them. And at the right time, don't reach so the politician there, they go to can now with them big belly there, can't promise Every other thing I promise them go to promise. But when it comes to Bondo, then go pay. I let una say 1 million for one picking. Then go pay for make sure say they endanger them picking the day their life.
Responsibility instead of what you can't say when I put begin them up on the 50, 60 or 100 or so, I could pay for them. So I really want to ask you this question, what you ever tell people of such nature?
Well, basically, this is not the platform. This yesterday, all day with the work and identity chief, they would meet with the paramount chief, they would meet with the section chief, they would meet with the town chief. Them this time around, the community people them now they talk to so. Let we think twice. We picking them. The integrity, we picking them pride. Let us not sell them because of that politician wanting power. If that politician really want power, let can give scholarship to you picking, let buy book them for you picking, let buy things them for the community. If in a school, let build them for the community. If in a water well, people in this corner when they suffer, they don't get water because of the mining, the climate change. You don't really affect the community. Good water not there for drink, good side not there for some picking them for sleep because of the mining side they wouldn't they. Let them go rebuild them straight than they. Instead of them they use the picking them virginity, instead of them they use the picking them their sexual organ as a method for campaign for remain in power or for come back na power. You know, girl picking in body part is not a campaign tool, for God's sake. And when they can trust me, my brother, nobody. Then you picking them. Then when they want to be minister, then when they want to be honorable, then when they want to be president, then you picking them. Then go see them. They're innocent. They're very pure. Then they can't endanger. We sister them. We poor sister them. The innocent one day, where it be say, even if they didn't have that power day, now only that time when they put that picking bondo, tell them go come on a power, that particular pick they endanger left no go ever see them. So this is a message for we the community people them. Whenever a politician they can campaign, let we always make sure so we hear them open now, koro, let we hear them open to the reality. Politician tell you say give me you picking for Putam Bondo, tell and say no, I need to give me picking for Putam Bondo. Me picking one go school, me picking one land, we na woman that we want water, we want school, we want mosques, we want church. We na call things that we go develop the community, not for endanger the girl picking their life.
Well, that provocation not get for done because even me every student I not ever go part of. They never initiate me. Like I can remember the time the way I did at school. Like they carry out me colleagues them they provoke me. They carry out me company they provoke me. Not be small. Like to the point that like I begin they even they shame. Sometimes they are even denying. They tell me what be the school I be even denying. But right now not see say usai them go for team up. They talk and not get my talk they never. That's why no they self side then go team up they talk with me not go get my for talk day. So like I just encourage that because I just encourage me company woman day because that you not get for done then just get for provoke you but that not mean say you know to a woman that not mean say usai they talking you for talk day I even they tell them say sometimes usai me they team up talk and I not give you for talk day so.
First thing first, I want for draw we attention to the recent, I think months ago, one of we sister we lost in life na Konoya because of this FGM. And if such thing they happen as a nation or as a district, I believe say not to development on we own side and even again the population at large. Them picking their wouldn't know whether them for don't be in future. Them picking their way then they force for put into them things there. Or them picking their way that they initiate. Most of them will go lost their life. Now be potential first ladies, them potential ministers, them potential ambassador. Now people level for don't come save this nation also. Now people level for don't come contribute greatly to the development of this nation. But if them begin for tamper with their destiny at this time, because making columns in our destiny, then they tamper with. Because if you tamper with God picking, if you tamper with them, then you call them, I believe, say, in destiny, you already tamper with. And again, there is a common saying where they say if you educate girl picking, it educates the whole nation. So if then thing that they continue and girl picking they continue for lost their life, then it leads to reduction in population and even the population growth and the nation foresee the future of the nation go be in dark and it go be in doom because we not get people them we go camp for represent the one them way they go the older one them or the one them we don't carry age. So them picking and they need for protect them so that we go get people them tomorrow we go able for represent. We go get Fatima Bio kind them, we Fatima go live, and we go get Sianyama Kuruma then kind them, we go get Diana then kind them. Then people all just imagine if the first lady now Fatima Bio or the former first lady Sianyama Kuruma or Diana Kuruma, if them be good to them through then till then they end them be lost their life. The contribution whether they make to these lands right now, they're not for the able for send them contribution then they, and that for them be a great loss to the district. But just because they're able for their life, they contribute greatly. Who knows La Piki we lost in life na can say the kind of contribution way for the help for build this nation, the kind of thing way for don't do for this district also. That for the help for improve on the district more. But just because of this harmful practice, today if you watch around, you know they see them again, they don't lost in life. A lot of young girls they don't lost their life. A lot of young girls their destiny don't go down the drain because of this evil practice also. So why we no need for stop them? Why we no need for put an end to them? Why we the endanger we girl picking them life just because in the name of culture? We not there against the culture. We not people them we uphold and we respect culture. But we think we there against now the harmful practice. We there against the cutting. Then can do the culture, train the picking them, tell them the necessary things them we they need for know. But make them not tamper with them body. Make them not tamper with something we go ruin their life. Make them not tamper with something we go make small bambai. The picking they not go able to forget voice. They not go able to snap and talk or beep somebody in life tomorrow bambai. So we encourage the stakeholders, parents, them, guardians, whosoever we they send picking to you for men or so. They send them for protect them. They not send them to you for put them into society. They not send them to you for making you endanger in life. They not send them to you for making you put in life in risk. They send them to you for making you look after them. So with that, I believe see if all man or all parents come together, then protect them girl picking them. That's going able for help for make a nation go before. But if we deviate from such, we begin for initiate girl picking them. In the process, I do believe say if they initiate 10 or 15, and by the battle 1 or 2 must die. And if that's the continue, that we still a lost young potential them. With the lost people them we for don't contribute to this nation. So we appeal as a global youth consortium, we appeal to all parents, stakeholders for make them see how best they would deviate from such practices.
Even beyond Kono, now for ensure say we engage the media platform. Media now one of the right platform for pass message where everybody or almost 90% of the population will get access to that information there. So dynamic today we there for engage the media and see we give them the right information. Then like I tell you initially say we don't engage some chiefdom them. One of the key messages we'll be telling today that this discussion will get today or this dialogue will get today. Let the message not just stop now. Let the message go na the other chiefdom. May they meet them picking parents, mama, whatever person in the family. Meet her and tell her the message exactly what he get from the orientation meeting today. And of course all of them they really give the assurance say away from the orientation meeting today, when they go back home, then we'll see how best they will pass on the message to the family members they wouldn't get. I believe whenever you pass message for example, you pass message to Arifa on the negative impact of FGM, Arifa get 1 or 2 people them when you say we engage tell us hey, FGM now a human right violation. FGM it got a negative impact to women and girls. So the message don't go. This now we first campaign we will embark on. We like I tell you, we work on other projects then for see how best would they reach other chiefdom and within Kono district and other districts then, so that we're able to raise awareness. The fight against FGM now for long we see the raise the awareness, because awareness is one of the most important components for CC even the SOEs, the leaders and even the traditional leaders. If they get the awareness, probably majority of them don't even know the negative impact of FGM, how FGM the impacts negatively to the girl picking. No. But like we on camp people they do this awareness and even the community dialogue, stakeholder dialogue, community orientation. I believe that it will create that kind of platform where the message is spread all over the chiefdom now, Kono district and even beyond. So we they keep on for move on with the campaign. Like I tell you, I guess a lot of strategies we use for ensure say the message go viral, get everybody forget the message. Media now just one platform we they use, community engagement now other platform, stakeholder dialogue we get for the choose the purely stakeholders now other means we would ensure say that message of female genital mutilation it go viral. So what are some of the negative impacts? How that this Bondo society or this FGM or this courting process get negative impact to the picking them when it comes to the educational aspects, how it get for affect them when it comes to the economic aspects, how it get for also affect them. So now I mean we continue for do the dialoguing, we continue for do the engagement, meet media, engage the media and other platform for ensure that the message spread very well.
0770005079026
Okay, so my message now that first time it's tradition and still it's tradition, but first time different from now. First time when they put woman bondo, my brother, me and you too, we go fishing, we go na bush, we go kill beef because we want that woman where like it don't mature and all for put am bondo. You understand, eh? But now if you look at them, some picking the way they put even this year, this 2022, them put picking bondo, we know even 3 years. I get in picture on my phone. You understand? From Kailao. Then put picking bono, we know even 2 years. So if then they embark on say, well, this now they will go teach you girl picking they have to take care of man, have to take care of you. Me brother, you tell me, or any government official, even the president of Salon, let somebody answer me, but bim. What did you go teach that 2-year-old picking? But man business. What did you go tell them they have to take care of home? And I tell you, this one they say, okay, now for take care of home, for go take care of how for treat him and our family. So why don't we draw this into the school curriculum? Why don't we introduce sex education, family life education in school? Family life education in school is very much important. There and then we can able for educate girl picking them. But when we educate them, because one thing where I've been telling me, mama, if them been go educate them before me, papa, say now so if we take care of your man. Then tell me, papa, say, until you don't say the advice you, woman, if we take care of you, you back now, so if we take care of you, man. First, not for them marry those. No man no go look for divorce. Because that same day, that boy picking at that school, that girl picking at that school, they also don't understand the culture of building up a family, the culture of strengthening love relationship. But if you go say, okay, this order would go train on a bush, how to take care of a man, would go train on a bush, how to take care of him, would go train on a bush, how to take care of him family. Where can that case until they hide them? So the way to go teach them that they can do. And the man back no go know to go teach them. So anything I beat they beat them. It's a disadvantage them. And FGM now one of the things and another hierarchy nobody where we demand and they use for suppress woman them potential, for suppress them power. Because we know say when the women are genuine, when the women are pure, when the women are really untouched, nobody touches them. They have that power to take good care of their home. They have that power for more than man them. But just because probably so they can talk say, okay, well, we do one for reduce the sexual, the sexual desire of a woman, for reducing sexual urge and stuff like that. Who tells you if you put woman bondo, you need to do man business? Who tells you? So me, the fact of saying, let we do one by age, FGM no get respect for no age, you no get respect for no religion, whether na Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, you na in family, FGM no get respect for you. Whether you na Obama, in family member, FGM no get no respect for you. So whosoever you be, FGM no get respect for you. You understand? That's one. Making two, anything whether to go teach in a bush, let we bring Ankana on a school. The world don't civilize for God's sake. First and foremost, no been there. First and no been they wear clothes. But now with the C5 shoe, the everyday technology, they are very dead world they advance. So why do we want to still keep that tradition where they endanger woman and life? Why we they not say this thing endanger bembe? Some people they even talk a lot do medically, no medical FGM. Because even when you go do an hospital, where do an hospital, na like where do an bush, where do an bush like where do an hospital, where do an to post where old 30 year, na like where do an to pick away old 2 year, where do an to pick away old 2 year, na like where do an to post where old 30 year. So what are the need? We need is, we request is, we ask is, we anticipation is, and the answer we want forget from every stakeholder, from the government, now the total eradication of FGM in Sierra Leone. Other countries they don't do one. Kenya, them president, he just do one. When you eliminate FGM, when you talk about FGM as a politician, as a paramount chief, as a town chief, as mommy queen, as so way, not a political society they commit. You not kill nobody. Now woman they protect. Now girl picking they protect. So let we come together. We the man, we the boy picking, we community, we host them, we schools them. Let we prioritize women.